So let's starting the backtesting session for today. And yesterday I lost the funded account, and although I'll be keep I'll be keep trading in the demo now using the uh, trading view demo paper trading, and I have created the account for 2K here as you can see, and here I'll try to do the same that how I can make the how I can make $60. Idea is to make $60, and let's see what happens. Okay, this time I'm gonna take an instant account, and where up to 3% you have to take as a minimum payout. So let's see. This is which is 2K wise. This is $60. So this time let's see how can I make it. Okay, let's see if I can make it. Because over the period of time during these 80 trades, 83, 84 trades, I have learned a lot. Majority of the model refinement, understanding, everything is refined during these 83 trades. Literally saying that I have learned a lot and I have like experienced a lot, and a lot of things happened during these 83 trades, some measure movements. Now I can say that I have a model of, like, before that I was still building it. Now I have more of a refined model that I can follow, and just that, nothing else. Okay, just before that I was having understanding with the displacement. What should I see? How should I see? How can I refine it? Right? What can help me to understand the difference between fake out and displacement? Then how to get my bias? I was used to having the easy that the easy I can get the bias today, like very easy within like 4 minutes coming into the day. I can see where price can possibly go, understand the validation, invalidation. All was happened during this 83 trades. So it's very good to see such improvements, even though this was a loss. Whatever. So let's see how I can perform in this demo account. Target is $60, and within, let's say, like next month I will take the instant account, and let's see what can I do. Before that, let's say, so I'll be keep journaling in the same journal that I'm doing, and keep making videos, keep understanding, because after all, this the account perspective changes, otherwise nothing has changed at all. Okay, so going into the London session today, I had only took one trade. How I could have taken better, and how these things could have been a little bit more better. Okay, for me. So going into the London session here, bias was something a bit off the chart. Uh, how? Because come on, we were into this 4 hour fair value gap. Okay. Going into the day, I saw we were going into this 4 hour fair value gap. So my idea is pretty simple: respect to disrespect. I'm seeing the respectance with the 4 hour time frame. I can look to see price go higher back in this 4 hour time frame. We're seeing us disrespecting. I can pretty much say that we are going for this daily order block. Okay. So my idea is to see going to the 15-minute time frame from here. Starting of the session, it is a little bit peculiar. As I said, you see, this is the starting of the session. We're kind of going lower. My idea is to see a low got form. Okay, as I said that here, if you look at this 15-minute time frame, we got no high formed yet. And we got no flow formed yet. So I would look to see the shift in structure formation form for a proper, you know, to get us something that I can look to see for. Okay. So my idea is to see something like that. So my idea is to from where I can look to see this happen. Okay, you're gonna see the, like, before I was looking to see where the high can form. Like, this is the 4 hour fair value gap. We into this 4 hour fair value gap. We still, so I would like to see that this high get formed first. So this move, okay, from this low to this high, this move, okay, this move will be done by some form of level down here, and inside this you're gonna see same old model, or same old model, either a divergence or either anything, but you're gonna see just here, you're gonna see this us pushing higher. This is when we are making the high for the shift in structure. Then we'll be coming back here. Okay, I guess this is a little bit tricky to find out from where. If you have some form of level point of interest, from there you can understand. Maybe I'm looking to see the target is this, and once this is swept, then I can look to see that I'll go for this high, which is a very high chance, because either we can uh, sweep this. Okay, either we can sweep this, or either we can do the shift in structure. So going into the day, my first target was to see as take an entry out of this high. Okay, my was to see that high get made. I don't see that high is getting made in any time, but I see a low got formed and that goes swept. So my idea is to see, maybe we, by sweeping this low, I can look to see us go make that high, come lower, take that, and then break it. Exactly what ended up happening, but after my trading window. But how I was able to place my trade was, once we see us sweeping this, and we had a divergence. Okay, we had a divergence here somewhere. So exactly, we had this 1 hour low down here. Okay, maybe this is the 1 hour low. Like I said, that there has to be some form of what, like there has to be some form of level, right? From where you can look to see that high get making. So my idea was to see that this low is getting swept, and we are already getting into this 1 hour low here. So my idea was to see that from here, by sweeping and doing our model, we go to make that high. Okay, we go to make that high, most possibly going into. So from where you would always target the internal targets. Okay, don't try to target like high targets, because we're just making that high and we have a very high probability of coming lower after we make that high. So always target the internals. So what ended up happening here is, we had the divergence between this and price. I can show it somewhere around here, I guess. Somewhere around here, right? We had a divergence. This is 5 minute. We had some form of divergence, if I correctly remember that. What is this? Euro USD? Yeah, Euro USD. We had some form of divergence. We're having this divergence. Oh, this came later. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we were having divergence just here. You see? Look at the 5 minute time frame. Look at the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, this one. Oh, sorry. The interval is the same. Let me change it. If I go to the 1 minute time frame, it's easy to understand in this case. Yeah, look at this. 5 minute time frame, this low here, and you got this like, yeah, exactly. See, this is the divergence. This is where you're having the divergence. Okay, this high, this low, this low, this low. 5 minute time frame, same, not much of a big deal anyway. So this is the time frame. See, this is the low, and this is the where you're having the divergence. And after you're having the divergence, same thing. 5 minute time frame, I look to see this low to be respected. Absolutely. So 1 minute time frame, 1 minute time frame here, I see multiple fair value gaps. Okay, you see, one, two, one. We got one, we got two, we got three. So what are the 2 minute time frame? I saw there is like two more fair value gaps. Exactly as you can see, 2 minute time frame. 2 minute, 3 minute maybe. Yeah, I said there is a 3 minute time frame fair value gap that is getting ran through. I was actually looking at the 3 minute time frame back then. You see, 3 minute time frame, this is fair value gap. 2 minute was also having the same one fair value gap as well. Wow, that's not pretty bad. Let's see how the 2 minutes. Anyway, wait a second. Yeah, we're having a lots of imbalances, so maybe I can buy back into these imbalances. Exactly. So what I did was, actually I took it from the 2 minute time, 3 minute time frame perspective. So let's talk about it. 3 minute, I wait to see 3 minute to close above this trade. Okay, check it out. Uh, 3 minute to close above. Okay, I see 3 minute close above this, and it's confirmed my divergence. Okay, and after I see this close above, what I see is, where can I take the trade? Now, as I say, sometimes you can look to see us come back, sometimes you can look to see us just directly go back. So use the footprint charts a little bit where you can place your trades. Most possibly, you can place your trade somewhere around this level. Let me just delete these things. All right. Uh, I took the trade from around here somewhere. Okay, well, maybe this 12 as long as I remember. Okay, you see this 12 here? I saw this heavy buying here. 13, 12, a lot of things here. Uh, I bought it around like this candle, maybe around here somewhere. Put my stop here, and my target was to see us go for that high, which is giving me around 2 hour. Okay, around 2 hour trade exactly. Now, the one thing that kind of got out of my head was volume. As I'm seeing us breaking through this level, there is no volume coming into the price. Let's check out the 2 minute. I didn't check out the 2 minute back then. 2 minute, the same thing. 2 minute, we had no volume as you're breaking through, right? So, what I could have done better is maybe my idea was uh, what I actually had to do, as I see there is no volume coming, I didn't see that. I saw it after I took the trade. So there's a few things I need to write down and stick in from my eyes so I can just make this problems with this. Okay, the model is pretty much defined. There's not much to change, just to follow and understand and check out the results over the period of time. So what exactly I should have done here? I took the trade and ended up going on, and I got stopped in the break even. Okay, no problem. Okay, we started having a little bit of another divergence, and this is by this time we actually formed that high, and from there, as you can see, we came lower. Okay, we came lower, we swept this, and after that, that's a different story. I'm coming in on later. Now, how should I actually play it? 3 minute time frame. Let's go to the 15-second time frame. As there is no volume, okay, as I say, I'm seeing that there is no volume coming into the price. So what I'm gonna do here? As I'm seeing there is no volume coming into the price, understand this. This is where, okay, this is where the 3 minute closes. Okay, this is where exactly the 3 minute closes. My idea is to look to what? Come, respect this plus higher, and I can look to see us go, take this. Okay, clean, look closely, close here, 3 minute close here, 48. We came lower. This is the first, came higher, came lower. This is your internal sweep. The same thing. I just want to look the same thing. Nothing changed at all. Okay, I just want to look the same thing. That's it. I just wanna see the same thing. Uh Intervals. Let's just there's a few problems with this delta divergence though, because delta depends on the time frame. So when you're looking at the 1 minute, that's a different kind of opportunity. Here there's a different story there. Let's see exactly. I saw let's just see here. Okay, there's a far letter into this game. Where is he anyway? Here, right? Once he entered in this POI, I just want to see if there is any divergence or not as well. So here we go. Here we go. Later we have a bit of divergence, but 1 minute seems a different thing. 1 minute, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, they match with each other. But after it comes into the second time frame, that's a whole different story of Bakchodi exactly. I don't know. So that's where I'm getting a little bit of problem. Like 1 minute, we're nowhere. Like it's complete different thing. Okay, so uh, in the 15 seconds, sometimes understanding this, it's a little bit of becoming a little bit of problem to understand is there any divergence or not in the first place, because uh, the delta is like complete different here. It's not the same as it looks anyway, but I can make something happen. Wait a second. I can use my delta line here, maybe in this case. I can, I guess. Whatever. You can use the delta line maybe sometimes. 15-second doesn't look pretty good. So here, as you can see, also having a little bit of divergence here right now. This low, this was taken, this not never got taken. So you had a little bit of divergence there. And but anyways, we had divergence and we also had internal sweep. We broke above this high, and as the same thing, there was not volume. So this is the thing why come into the lower time frame and sit is because you don't see volume coming into the price. That's good, but it doesn't always turn that into a fake out because volume can always come back after some price action happen. Okay, volume can the from there uh, price reversing can be based on uh, you know mm, can be based on uh, like passive orders, and aggressive market orders might come later into the price. That's when might the volume pick up. So that's why the volume can also be picked up later into the price. So that's why I said that you go to a lower time frame and see the same model and see if volume's coming in or not. If volume's coming there, that could be an early indication that volume is coming after the shifting structure is happening. Might not be that perfect, but sometimes. Okay, you cannot just like be like you cannot say that everything has to be so clear, right? Things won't be that clear, not all the time. So let me just put it this now back. So what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing some nice huge amount of volume coming into the price. I'm seeing this, we're breaking through this, we're above volume, pretty much nice high volume. Anyways, so that's confirmed. So that's shifting structure and volume both confirmed from this level. Now where do you take the trade? From the breaker block, put your stop where below the breaker block. Now it's hard to see. Okay, it's hard to see uh volume profile from these levels. It's pretty hard to see though, but that's a general idea, right? Anyway, so you got tapped into the tick, and the target would be the same. Either way, either way, I would get stopped out at break even anyway. Okay, either way, I would get stopped out at break even anyway, but who cares, right? Might is to. So this is where I took the trade was not right. This is the right execution for me. I believe that I should have executed this trade this way, not there. Because if there was not any volume coming, maybe later we could have just respect and displaced lower. Like we could have like displaced lower back end, which in the higher time frame, the 3 minute might be showing getting respected. So that's why it's always important when I don't see volume as breaking out. It's always important to look to go to lower time frame and check out what level that you see is getting respected. Is it respecting getting respected as an inverse or not? Right. In this case, this fair value gap. We break through above that, we don't see any volume. So I wait for how this is holding with volume, and I see this is holding with my model completely playing out now with better now I can uh, take this trade with better performance, better execution. I can have better stop loss placement. I can have better execution, and I have much more confidence because back then it was no, it doesn't had any volume. Now I am seeing my whole model is playing out of this level alongside with volume that is giving me the idea that okay, this has a very high chance of playing out. Okay, and from when I took this trade, it was a little bit of problem for me to understand the stop loss placement as well because I took the trade out of this level. So I took it around here. When I took it, I was actually first time placing my stop loss here. Then I said, okay, let's put the stop loss here. So I also had a little bit of problem with playing out with the stop loss as well. So when there is no volume, I didn't see that there is no volume that time. The same old shit problem that I forgot to check out things. So that's why I'm making a note and stick it in front of my eyes. So whenever it's always coming in front of my eyes. So I don't forget to what to do. Right, that's a checklist one by one. If this happens, you have to. So I sometimes forget these things. Sometimes forget to see what's going on. That's has been like the account was lost for this reason as well, and the previous four losses, two losses were for that reason as well. So this not seeing thing is kind of getting on my nerves anyway. So I'll try to fix them up. Okay. So this was pretty much the only trade I took in the London session. End up in a break even, but I'm happy, no problem. Later, what ended up happening, which is we could have gone a little bit higher anyway. So as you can see, we pushed to the upside, then it finally came lower. Now look at the 15-minute time frame, exactly the way I wanted to see this work out. We made that high. Now we came back. You sweep this low. Had this push to the upside. From there, we had this push to the upside. Right. We went back into this level, and from there we came back lower. Okay. From there we came back lower, as you can see. So later in the New York AM session, it was the same old thing. Came into this low higher time frame again. Okay, you look at the 1 hour time frame in the New York AM session. There's still a not lot need to be done. We came into this daily order block. Now I would like to see that the same thing that I just explained here, that high got formed, that low got formed. I still don't see any high got formed. This low just got formed, so I can look to see price might go a little bit higher to create that high, then come lower, take that, and then displace higher. The same thing here, but during my perspective, my timing window, I got nothing. So that's a no trade for me. Okay, so that's it. That's it for the session today. Let's see how better we can perform throughout. How better we can perform in this. I'm just gonna take this demo 2K and I'm just gonna see that how long it takes with the proper risks and proper, because back then I didn't had a proper model to follow. Like I was in the middle of building it. Okay, so right now I can see, okay, it's quite built up right now, and now I need experience and maybe a few refinement here and there. So right now this is a little bit different than before, right? So right now I'll be looking to see, okay, with proper risks, how much I can make. Okay, like how I can make, how much I can make, how my RR efficiency and everything is looking. Right now I'm a little bit focused on this matrices, like how I perform. Okay, so that's why I made this 2K demo account. I'm gonna see how long it takes to make me $60 and what are the things I face and what are the thing happens. Okay. So let's see what ends up happening. And after that, I'm gonna take maybe next month, I'm gonna take maybe September, after September, October, maybe I'm gonna take this uh 2K instant and see what happens. Okay. So before that, I'll see how I perform on this demo, because now it's not, now I think like I should stop thinking too much about the model and everything. Now I need to say like, okay, something I have built, now I need to focus and work on this, because I've been backtesting this, backtesting showing some good results as well. So now with the forward testings, maybe there's a little few things here and there, like sometimes this same problem and everything kind of causing me, like last 4 trades. If I show you the last 4 trades, like this was this month's first trade. Okay, this August first trade at the 6th. I had these two both losses because I didn't saw there was this 5 minute fair value gap that never got close in the first place. So the divergence model idea was completely wrong. Then I had this trade here where I this trade, what is this? Fund challenge. Wait a second. Which is this trade anyway? This is the London session. This is that trade. Sorry. Yeah, this is, isn't it that trade where I actually yeah, this was that 5 minute loss. Actually, this was that 5 minute, but the 5 minute didn't close in the first place. It was that trade, and which was this loss anyway? Mm, which was this loss? 5 minute, which was it a break? Yeah, I remember that. So this loss was this loss was the same thing. This was that understanding problem. Like I waited to see how a 1 minute level holds instead of seeing the 1 minute level is holding on to a low, how it's holding. Like if you want to see that if a level is holding or not, if you have the chance to go into a lower time frame and understand it, then go to a lower time frame and understand it. I actually waited to see how the 1 minute reacts it. 1 minute reacted pretty faster and I took it. Okay, so there was this execution problem, not a model problem. Again saying not a model problem. Model played out nicely in the lower time frame, but the problem was with my understanding and execution. Okay. And here, as I can see, the same thing in this trade, the model was not there at all in the first place, because the 5 minute, as I said, that if there's divergence model, we need to close through some form of level. And in this case, there was no level got closed in the first place, which I missed again, didn't saw. And here in this case was a little bit of mistake, maybe. Uh, like there's one single particular fair value gap, so I went to a higher time frame with no reason, and from there I was just got stopped out with a few few things, few pips here, like otherwise this would played out pretty nicely, exactly that I wanted. Okay, so I was kind of I'm considering this one as a valid loss. Then I had this break even trade. Okay, nothing, I followed everything. Break even trade here, as you can see, this volume coming in, this was another divergence entry. Okay, I had this fair value gap, nothing else got broken, we had this candle close through this with volume, and so I took this trade and we end up going higher. I just wanted to see a little bit go higher, but I end up break even, no problem. And here these two trades were exactly uh, the same thing again. Didn't see there was a divergence going on with the 15-minute time frame, but I completely ignored that. To the first opportunity was missed into trading, and second, I was I didn't see a 5 minute fair value gap, so I keep hold on to my pending order, and price came and took us out. Okay, so and then I learned something. I and then where I thought there is a dual manipulation, uh, instead of sweeping, we end up creating a equal liquidity. So that was the problem. So this is not the model problems anymore. Like I am not seeing a proper displacement. This not this. These are a little bit of different kind of problems. So let's see how we can, you know, work upon with this one and see how do we perform. Okay. After that, I'm gonna take the 2K. Let's see how I can make it. And then after this, I see this I can make or something, like in this demo account. I see how uh, like $60. Uh, I'm gonna see how I can make it. What kind of problems do I face, or what kind of bullshit mistakes I'm doing, and a few results. And after that, I'm gonna take the instant and gonna work with that one. Okay, I'm gonna take the instant 2K and then I'm gonna work with that one. So pretty much that's it. And I'm gonna also journal this trade here as well. Now I'm not gonna journal this trade as 384, 84. Now I'm not gonna journal these numbers, exact numbers like the money, because after it I created the 2K account later, not when I was studying in the London session. So I'm just filling out the basic informations. Correlation was daily divergence, direction was a buy here, and entry was entry exits and everything. Let me take out a photo of the entry exits and everything, where I took it, how I took it. Let's go to the 3 minute time frame. I actually took it here. Okay, how I had to do it in the how I did not do it. So this push to the upside, remember this low to high push is also not that, you know, when you are making that high, you look, it's also not that high probability as all in my perspective. Anyway, like this push or like this push or this push, like after you make that high, from there to the sweep of this low, and after the sweep of this low to the upside for the DMT, like dual message targeting, these two are much probable and much efficient rather than this one. Okay, I personally believe it. So what I took this trade anyway, I took this trade is around like this level maybe. My stop was around this level, this low, and I was getting around like 2 hour maybe. 2 hour exact, right? 2 hour maybe, yeah. Maybe I took it around like here. Yeah, I took it around like this level. So this is my entry price. Shit. Uh, so this is my entry price anyway. This is my entry. Uh, this is my entry. Entry method was on 1 minute market order. No, sorry. It was a limit order or a market order. It was a limit order trade. Limit order delta divergence, absolutely. And improvement, I'm coming into it. It's a model checklist wise. I had a buy model with delta divergence. The volume was not checked. I won't say the volume came into this particular scenario. And RR pair was Euro USD, session was London session. This was a break even trade. So I would say the SL is 0. I'm not going into the PNL section because I didn't do that anyway. It was a break even and wrong ratings. I would model wise, execution wise, I would give it like I wouldn't give it a plus. I would give it like a maybe. And rating wise, I confidently execute that. So I would give it some. And order flow wise, this is where I would write down. There was no volume at the BREAK, BREA break of the FBG. So I had to wait how the Freeman IFBG holds with model. With model means volume anyway. Okay, so yeah, okay. This is how I should have done it, right? I had to. Execution now, emotions and everything. If I say, uh, I didn't do anything because this was a pretty bad execution for me. Anyway, so I'm gonna copy this the same way, but this time, yeah. Okay. This is where I started. This is where I lost the trade, and this is where I started demo. The same perspective anyway. So hesitant to putting the trade? No, I didn't have much of an hesitation during putting the trade. Trade very only I won 2 times, but this time I didn't have zero. I know, absolutely not. Emotional disbalance? No. After the trade, I didn't feel any emotional disbalance. Nope. Like fear during the trade means when you're that's not about the P&L. That's about like how do you feel price going into your direction or not. I actually get so much focused on the trade management. I don't have the time to get feared for what happens after anyway. So I'm not writing down the money, how much I made or anything, but this is where I started the 2K demo. This time I do have uh, specifically a proper understanding. Back then, the understanding about the system, the model was pretty fainted. Now it's a pretty uh established. Okay, so now let's see how can I perform. Okay, now let's see how can I perform. So that's it for the day. Let's see how I do.